It's Wellness Nerd Out time! What's happening, you guys? Happy Wellness Nerd Out time. And today, we're not going to be talking about chest for a change here. In the past few days, we've been talking about a lot because it's really cool and it relates to life. And who doesn't like that, right? Today we're going to talk about how to get rid of that chest flab. It's something that a lot of us deal with, both men and women alike, right? Where we have this portion of our chest out here that holds on to fat, or down here usually, right? So what do we do for that? Well, bench press, push-ups, they can be helpful, sure. But here's something maybe you haven't been told, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your hand and I want you to put it down by your side, right? Like so. I want you to take your hand and put it like this, right? Actually, you can put it like this. And put it out in front of you. Feel your chest. Squeeze your chest, right? Come back like this. You feel how this part's not as tight and this part got a lot tighter when we got further back. And again, all the same, if we come here, it goes this way and this way. So, all right, good. What does that mean? I go like this. What it means is if you do dips, and the way you do the dips is you hold yourself, not with your arms in front. You put your chest out and you stick your legs back, right? And you come up like that, right? Well, that would be the same thing as kind of putting our arm behind like this to flex this portion of the chest and to get this V cut that comes up through here, right? And that's a stubborn area of the chest, right, where we store fat commonly. So, dips are great. Now, if you're somebody that says, "Oh, I can't do a dip," and that's fine. The average American can't do a single pull-up, right? We're a fat country, right? But, so when we talk about a dip, right, first off, anybody who's in the gym, no matter how fat or thin, good on them for being there, and they should never be ridiculed. They're doing a good thing by trying to improve themselves, and you have to always start somewhere. So I want to give that as a premise, after having said something like that, because that is true, all right? So when you're doing it, if you can't quite do the full dip yet, a way that you can help yourself is with some self-spotting, and we'll devote a day to talking about the self-spotting principle in itself, how it relates to so many different workouts. But when we talk about the dips, so usually where do you see the dips? You see them with a pull-up bar also, right, at your local gym, or if you even have one at home, right, whatever. But there is usually a step on each side, right, that you could have your feet on and then get up with, right? So if you can't quite do a dip, or it's hard for you to do it leaning forward, maybe you are able to do it straight up and down, but it is harder for you to lean forward like that and push, up and out that way, up and out that way, right? That might be more difficult. I understand that. It's not a natural way to move, right? It's not a natural movement. So what you can do is put your feet on those steps. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to do as many as you can vertically, okay? And if you can't do any, that's fine. Again, keep your feet on the steps. And I want you to let your knees rock forward. Let your knees rock forward so that your knees, right, are coming and pulling your body forward. You're going to rock them forward until they touch the bar portion that is going from the dip part to the footrest, which is which is in front of you, right? So you let your knees rock towards that, and what will that naturally do? It will pull your body forward and your hands further behind you. So then what you do is you do a dip with your feet on there, but you use your feet as little as possible. That's how you spot yourself. You don't just squat up. That wouldn't be doing anything for you, right? At least a very minuscule amount, and you wouldn't be getting much out of it. But it's up to you to test yourself. Only you know how much you need to push. So how much do I push? enough to move this fast, enough to move to not move and then move. And you push fast, you push hard enough on your feet or your toes, which you will be on when your knees rock forward, most likely, right? Should be. You will push on the balls of your feet as hard as you need to push to continue moving. I don't care if you're moving this slow. That's actually best case scenario. That's best case scenario because it's doing the most for you. The amount of stress that it would be, in a good way, a good form of stress, right? And the amount of tension on your muscles when you are going this slow, much more compared to if you let your feet just push you up, come down, push you up. So you need to test yourself in this way. 3 reps going real slow like that could do so much for you. All right? And you do, I do a lot of sets every day. For those of you who are beginners, I highly advise really not falling under, 15 sets minimum in a day for your whole day. I think it should be at least 20 really to start. And it's not that you should be doing the same weight as a pro that's in there, or, bodybuilders, but you should be giving the same effort. All right? And that's a way to challenge yourself, and that's a great way to burn fat around the pec minor region, right? Around the armpit, coming up into the axillary region there of your chest, right? That portion of your chest. So it's a tough spot to hit, guys. I understand. Usually we just do presses, things like that, and they're all well and good, but that is a great other thing you can do are dips like that. If you're advanced enough, you can take a weight belt, put it on, and you can do drop sets. You do as many as you can, drop the weight, slightly lighter, many as you can, drop the weight, slightly lighter, and so on. If you're doing something like that, about 5 sets of, say, 5 or 7 set subset, we could say, drop set, which is really a compound set because it's the same movement, but we'll call it a drop set because that's what everybody calls it. That could be a day, just about, right? You will be roasted if you're really pushing yourself to that absolute limit till failure, till failure, till failure, always till failure, right? Because that's how you will improve. If you don't go until failure, well, you failed at the same time you failed the workout before and the workout before and the workout before. You aim for a certain number of reps, but if you could do more, you do more. You'd be selling yourself short not to, right? So that's another principle there. We'll get into all these workout principles, but, fun fact of the day, weighted dips when you're leaning forward, coming up and out at an angle, those are fantastic for trimming the chest. So, both the lower and lateral portions of the chest combined. Who do we got today? Mark, what's up, brother? That man has a strong chest. How you doing, brother? Thanks for hopping on. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys very much. We'll talk to you more tomorrow about something else. I don't know what yet. But if you have any special requests or you want to hear about something cool, please message me. I love talking about what you guys want to hear. And as long as, it will benefit people's health, because that's what it is all about, or improve their life in general, right? Here at Wend Wellness. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow, people. Happy Wend Wellness.